Hello, people that in that house are doing. You probably have heard St. Patrick's Day parades across the country were going to be cancelled. And rightly so, because people's health is top priority. And I'm thankful. I have to praise the Irish government a bit here. A bit. I'm not going to give them full praise. But finally, they're waking up and saying, this is the coronavirus is not a game anymore. It's a reality. That it's in Irish soil. It's affecting people now, and it's a reality, and they know it. And finally, and I have to just say, to the Irish government, thank you for waking up. Finally, is waking up. Um, but yeah, obviously, it's sad we had the Cats National Day of St. Patrick's Day. But and I say this to people, people's health and people's safety should be first priority in any circumstance. And if it ends up, anything to try and do something. It's good that the government are doing something, showing the people involved that they're doing something, they want to do something. And obviously the one in Cavan, I'm going to talk about the one in Cavan for a few seconds. So ignore me if I ramble on for a second. So last week, county councillors from Cavan, including I'm not a county councillor, but they said for me to come in. I was summoned in. That's the word they used. They summoned me in. And obviously we were asked, and I didn't say this at the time, but we were asked, should it go ahead or should not go ahead in Cavan? And I said no. I said we can't, there's going to be 3 or 4,000 people packed into a few areas in Cavan. We couldn't be able to know who has the coronavirus, and obviously that would go mad. Like the coronavirus would go mad throughout Cavan if we let that happen. And obviously people come from different parts of the world too. Some people come from different parts of the world, believe it or not, to go to the Cavan parade. And obviously that we had to take that into account too. But nearly every county councillor, and this is something that amazed me, no matter what party, Sinn Féin, whatever Sinn Féin, well, there was only one Sinn Féin person there from the 3 constituencies in Cavan, but but every one of them said we should cancel it. Even Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, they said we should cancel it. And that was last week. Obviously I was very happy because nobody really was against cancelling it in Cavan. Everybody was saying public safety is number one. Which is great, which is good that everybody was united in one, in a common goal, which is very good. There was no arguments, everybody was agreeing with each other, they were agreeing with me, which is a surprise too, because I spoke for a few minutes, spoke the same as everybody else on why we should cancel it, and I said we couldn't be able to know who, we couldn't police it. I said, but we couldn't police who hasn't, in a crowd, who could have it, who could spread it. So yeah, just one more to the Dublin parade was cancelled. Loads of other parades across the country will be cancelled, which is good. It's good that we do it. It's sad in a way that we had to cancel it, but it has to be done. It really, really has to be done. This is not a game, this is real life. People are dying of this, and we need to do whatever we can to stop it from spreading to more people in Ireland. And obviously the government today have finally done something. And I use the word finally because for a long time they kept their mouth shut and didn't bother to do anything. So finally they're doing something, but they really had to do something in the way, because there's so many people putting pressure on them, and including myself. I'm putting a huge amount of pressure on the local authorities to do something, to declare declare a public health emergency. But they're getting fed up because I'm the only one denying them about it. Which is good, which is not no harm to say that, because I think we should have a public health emergency declared. Because obviously it's going to get worse now. It's not going to. It's the old saying goes. It's only going to get worse before it gets any better, and I think that's the way it's going to go. Like 1.9 million in the power. No, we're not in the power. Sorry. And estimates from the HSE said the 1.9 million could get it in Ireland, and that's a huge chunk of the population. My God, that's a huge chunk. 1.9, nearly 2 million people could be affected by this in Ireland, and you would think the HSE can handle that. My God, they can't handle the people already that's there. That's terrifying numbers. That's absolutely terrifying. There's 120,000 coming out of nowhere. People throwing it around saying that could be mad. That's terrifying numbers. That's absolutely terrifying numbers. For a small country like this in Ireland. And to say that I'm going to talk about later on a video about it. I'm going to try and encourage people to stay positive, to have a good outlook and fight it off. But I'm saying to people we consider St. Patrick's Day, if there is some St. Patrick's Day parades going on in some parts of your in your county or in your local area, maybe avoid it. I don't want to be the person be the Grinch, I suppose, and take away everybody's fun. But your health and your family's health comes first, and I'm sure everybody would agree with me. But I'm happy that it's done. Obviously, Northern Ireland, there's been a few extra cases last night, but there's been none in the Republic of Ireland yet, thankfully. Extra cases. So, in the total number of people in the island of Ireland affected is 33, which is a huge amount if you come to think about it. It's only a week, like it's barely even a week on Irish soil, and it's infected that many. Like, God knows how many is going to be there next 3 weeks. But anyway, it's good that something's been done. It's good that something's been done. But yeah, so that's, it's something good. It's something kind of positive that, we know that the government are finally waking up and said, there's a problem. And they'll probably all sat around for an hour thinking about it. Is there a problem? I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did do that. Simon Harris, I wouldn't actually know. I'd say he probably saying to himself, there's no problem in this country. Because he's that delusional that he doesn't understand. But yeah, I don't think he won't get elected again, no matter what happens. He won't get elected again. But yeah, it's good that, it's very good. And then they want to kill Ashandra too. We obviously knew that wasn't going to happen. But it's good that all the county councillors, on a different note, and I mean, I don't want to start talking with this all the time. But it's good that, that's the first time ever in any meeting that everybody was overwhelmingly, forward to be cancelled. And nobody was against it. Not one of them was against it. There was nearly 32 of us there. And not one of us was against it. And there was nobody arguing against it. And even the chief executive said, it's probably best we cancel it. Like, it was overwhelmingly just, cancel it, completely cancel it. Which is, it's something good, like, we have to take precautions, and precautions have to be done. But anyway, but that doesn't mean that we can't enjoy it in our own house and, have a bit of fun in our own house. Or, in a small group of people. That doesn't mean we can't now have fun. So I'm saying to people, no, don't be down on about St. Patrick's Day being cancelled in your local town or your local village. There's loads of things to be doing, like spending time with your family, or or even just watching the Irish film. It's really that will give us something that'd be great fun. So yeah, good. It's a bit of positive news today at least. That something's been done. But anyway, thank you for watching. This is Scott Moore, and bye.